Jasmyne and Vince.
The Jas Vince Show.
The Jas Vince Show.
Come on. Hey. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to a brand new episode of
The Jas Vince Show. I'm Jas.
And I'm Vincent. Today we are here to talk about another, hopefully the last. Will there be a second part?
No, that's
another episode, or the last, the reunion, if you will, because that's what they call it,
yes.
Right? Of Love is Blind Season 6, where they're from North Carolina or something like that.
Yes, good job.
North Carolinians, thank you so much for watching this entire season and all these recaps. Obviously, this will be one of the shortest ones because we knew all the tea already. Shout out to social media, right? But yeah, if you've been watching with us this entire time, or even if you're new here, we really appreciate if you would take the time to
like, comment, and subscribe.
Do those things. Y'all do those things. Thank you for supporting our channel. Jess, you've watched 6 reunions so far?
Yeah.
How would you rate this one?
Oh, this one was the best one.
This one was the best one. Why? Any particular reason why?
I think that the host took Vince's hosting class. It's what I think, because they was trash before, but they was getting to it. It was giving. Okay, this week.
Shout out to Lachey's, Nick, and Jessica.
Vanessa,
yeah. My bad. Y'all were amazing. Thank you for investing in the Vince Bracy hosting course, available at vincebracy.com. Appreciate you. Yeah, just hit me up. Let me know. I enjoyed it. They asked all the right questions. We've even got, text threads of friends saying the same thing.
Listen, they have the receipts.
They had the receipts.
Yes.
It was a very good word that was used this time around. Anybody that you were excited to see this season from past seasons? Your man Uche was there.
Nah, I forgot. I finally got over the trauma from him.
He was there.
I didn't even think about him.
He was there. He didn't say nothing. Good job.
He wasn't there, babe.
He wasn't there?
No.
So who was the other guy?
That was Kwame.
I knew that. I didn't watch.
He don't know
I watched the
else.
first season, right? But I haven't been watching consistently like Jas has. So who were you excited to see that was there?
Brett and Tiffany, always.
Brett and Tiffany. Brett got some nice words, right?
From
being a stand-up,
Claytavius, as I like to call him.
Being a stand-up gentleman. Anybody else that you cared about that was on the stage? There was a lot of people there. I'm glad that shout out to KENNETH Content, who also produces Married at First Sight, which we also cover. And I feel like, are they neck and neck with successful couples?
No, I think they might be doing better.
Love is Blind is doing better than Married at First Sight.
Yeah, because they said they had 11 couples and 9 are still married. I don't know how many people in Married at First Sight are still married, and Married at First Sight has more seasons.
Yes.
So their success rate is definitely drastically lower.
There's a couple Love is Blind babies floating around out there or about to be born.
Finally, and Vanessa didn't have to ask about it this time.
Good job.
Don't ask women about their uterus. I'm just saying. Great
hosting all around. You want to get into it? Do you want to talk about? You started taking some notes for this, right?
I did.
There was a lot that went on. You can't even see how many people they had scrolls up in that studio. It was nice to see everybody come out. And
I thought the intro was cute. I really enjoyed it.
Intro was dumb cute.
Starting in the pods, that was cute.
Yes.
And them doing the little reveal where they walk out and see each other for the first time. I was like, yeah, somebody is doing something
Y'all
right
did it
now.
right.
This
Y'all
was
did it
good.
Right. From a production standpoint,
I enjoyed it.
We were very pleased watching how that went through. Still didn't get no type of idea who's providing all the gold cups. I'm sure somebody wants to buy one.
Yeah.
But just put that out there. Right? You want to get into the actual reunion, Jess?
I want to get into the outfits.
Oh, excuse me. I would have saved some pictures of the outfits if you would have told me, but I do have some of their outfit pictures.
Well, maybe we can talk about the outfits before we go into each person.
All right, cool. There's a picture of just people on the couches. This is
looking a mess.
This is a toxic crew.
This is a toxic couch.
Toxic crew.
Okay,
toxic couch. Right. How did you feel about everyone's looks, or did you want to go into?
I wrote Jeremy's outfit is pissing me off.
Okay. All right.
He looked like a clown. Why he got that white suit on like he's Frankie Beverly and Maze, and then put a damn Hawaiian colorful shirt underneath it. Like, this is something that a man that does not have a woman at home wears, because there's no way in hell I'm letting Vince walk out the house with that on. Even though it kind of complimented what she was wearing, it don't look like they should be together based off their outfits. Like, when we go outside, our outfits, if we're going to something together, should be coordinated. So if she came out with the satin slip type dress, you know, he should be matching her swag, and he's a Bama, is what it is.
He's
at
a
the end of the
Bama.
day.
I guess he is. Well, he said that he was going full send. Why not? When it comes to his outfit choice today, which if that's what he likes, that's what he likes. If he look crazy, then so be it.
I don't let you go out the house looking crazy. Not on my watch.
But would you like to get into if or not Jeremy does have a woman that cares about him at home?
We think. I don't know.
Apparently,
what did I say? Jeremy's dating Sarah and
I knew it. I knew that's what was coming. We did learn from their conversation that they have had some ups and downs, and even Chelsea jumped in to be like,
she was like, "I've seen you a couple times. Like, you said you wasn't together with her.
What you talking about?"
But they live together now. Is what's important.
They do. They've been dating for almost a year now, and I don't know if I'm the only person that's particularly happy for them, because I'm just like, hey, the experiment was weird. Y'all had a down point. But it kind of worked out in the end. Y'all met because of this, and clearly Laura is just very mean.
I mean, it's okay. I think that I didn't like Jeremy as a person. No. Like, not that dislike him. He's just not my cup of tea, and that's okay not to be people's cup of tea.
Not Laura's either.
And well, she thought it was at some point, but I don't think that Sarah Ann is my cup of tea either. Mm. So I love that for them for each other, because they can be not my cup of tea over there by themselves, because I don't want to see them again on my screen ever.
I think that's how most of the cast from this season feels.
I was on Twitter, X, whatever we're calling it these days, and some people were like Team Sarah Ann, and I'm like, I don't see how you can get behind it. And I feel like all the girls were like, you're not a girl's girl. And like, I don't like that term girl's girl, but I think that as a woman, there's a respectable way to go about talking to an ex or whatever.
Yes.
And in this situation, knowing, how do I explain it? I feel like if it was not in this situation, right, and he had just so happened to be dating two women and picked one and broke up with the other one, or didn't get full closure with one, I think what she did, like sending a text, is still like not girl's girl thing, but would be okay. Right. But because she knows like the schedule of events in this, I think that she should not have reached out to him. I think she should have waited till she saw him in the group setting. They could have had the little conversation that she wanted to have anyway.
Right.
But she was impatient.
She was. And I definitely I feel like we got to hear a little bit of like the opposite side, or the, just the side where that person didn't get picked, so they were really, really heartbroken and in their feelings after. We heard from Sarah Ann. We also heard from Trevor. And I could kind of see where she's coming from with this, but I think the biggest word that everybody agrees on by now is respectful.
No, she's mad disrespectful.
That was the way, as we see her defending herself against Jess, who was in her same position.
Yeah.
Was not chosen by someone that chose somebody else, and went about it differently by, even though, there was hints there if he's seen her or not, waited till they saw each other in person to sit down and have that conversation. And even though, the feelings were still there, or slightly confused or whatever, the conversation was had, and Jimmy and Chelsea were still able to, go about the course of their relationship without any interruption from her directly, if that makes sense.
I think the issue is not just her sending the message.
Yeah.
The issue is her sending the message coupled with the conversation that we saw her and Laura have.
Right. Which I'm glad they showed us. I'm glad they showed us.
Allowed, first of all, if I'm chopping it up with you and I know you engaged to somebody else, we're not talking till 6 o'clock in the morning. Right. Like, you're dead wrong.
Right.
Like, even though he is the one that made the commitment to her, you are making an opportunity for it to go wrong.
Exactly.
Like if y'all had chopped it up at the bar with everybody else, I'll give you maybe 1 o'clock in the morning because you at a bar. Maybe 1 o'clock, but 6 o'clock is wild.
It's pretty.
That's extreme. It's
pretty
Charlotte. The bars don't be open till 5, 6 o'clock in Charlotte. What time the bar close? Maybe like 2. That's late, I think. If y'all in Charlotte, let me know. But I'm pretty sure they don't be open until 5 o'clock in the morning. That I do know.
I don't think so. Did everybody get their just due and their apologies?
Not them calling. Oh, they was pulling up receipts. Okay, so they were talking about, the host asked Jeremy about the lady that came forward that said that they were engaged while he applied. And he said he was not engaged while he applied. He said that he was in his own place.
Stood his ground.
And all of this stuff. And apparently Laura and Sarah Ann both confirmed that he did disclose that to them before.
Which is good. Obviously, there's stuff that we don't see that gets edited out. So it was good to hear Laura also bring some things forward. And yeah, just kind of say that, yo, I still think you're a clown. And I just want an apology. I'm glad you're taking some accountability here, finally.
Well, Laura told Sarah when they spoke, which I hate that they do that. When the couples all met up, we didn't see them speak.
Yeah.
But she told Sarah basically to watch out and that he wasn't at all who he said he was in the pod.
He a clown, he trash, don't listen to him. But yeah, go do whatever y'all want, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't think that, I feel like Laura speaks from saltiness sometimes.
She absolutely does.
And I think that like people show who they are. Mm-hmm. So I don't think I need to tell another woman like, oh, I would be like, this was my experience, you know? But I don't feel like she posed it like that because things are about perception. Yeah. The way you perceive somebody is maybe different for somebody else. And that's clearly what the case is. So I don't think that it's right to impose like, you could be like, oh, he did some disrespectful things. Like both of you guys did some disrespectful things to me, but do what you want to do. You'll figure it out on your own. I don't need to tell you and be in your ear like, oh yeah, this is this. But basically all the girls hate her. And Chelsea said, what did Chelsea say? She said the reason why they not rocking with her is because she followed all the men, but unfollowed all the ladies.
Yeah. They kicked her out the group chat. Oh, you guys are being so mean to me. Just like, no, I kicked you out.
She was like, I was mean. Just me.
Let that be clear.
I love that 80 was staying out of the mix for most things. Yeah,
I do appreciate how everybody still had Laura's back because she's like original fiance gang. So that was kind of cool. But clearly Sarah
Vince
Ann
says Laura is mean.
She's hella mean.
I think she is a little
She's hella mean.
But I just think she's not for him. Like, they're two polar opposites.
What was it? Somebody said something about Jeremy, and she was like... I can't remember what it was.
I don't know what they said. I can't remember either. But...
Jimmy called her stray, but we'll get into that also.
Yeah.
That's what it was. He said, oh, I didn't want to appear as bad as Jimmy.
Yeah.
Because they were in similar situations. I was like, that could go many ways.
Jimmy was like, I don't know. Jimmy, how did I get in?
Forget you, bro. How did I get in this? Let's move down the toxic couch to our good friend Trevor, who came out with all the tears today. Like,
I stopped taking notes when Trevor came out.
It was.
Trevor came out knowing he had something to justify and say.
Yes.
And then as soon as the camera went on him, he was... What did you get the meme?
I couldn't find it.
Oh my gosh!
I'm sorry.
Okay, so y'all know the meme where they on that like court show and the black girl is like, and she got nothing to say. That was Trevor. That was Trevor.
I was like, as we're watching, I'm like, this is a meme. Like
I was like, yeah, I seen it.
I don't know.
I don't know what to say. I had a whole thing.
I still don't even remember what he actually said, but
he basically was dating someone. He said it wasn't his girlfriend, but they showed the receipts.
Let
me tell you what. It was funny because
it's the theme of this season.
They were alternating reading. Yeah. Like Like Nick was reading the man.
I love you so much. Why don't we just get married together? Oh, Pumpkin.
I'll see you. Yes, Pumpkin dear. I'll see you later. Oh yes, I'm back.
That was annoying. Shout out to
I was like, y'all are hilarious.
Shout out to the TikTok detectives that put this whole.
You know what it was given? They must have called somebody from Catfish, because you know how in Catfish they like.
There you go.
Like,
it was good stuff. I mean, they got the resources.
It was funny.
They got the resources. But yeah, Trevor, I guess, and now I would say that I had probably seen a glimpse of that on like the socials, but I haven't been on social media like that. So yeah, everybody's getting called out this season, and Trevor apparently had a girlfriend before he went into the pods.
But he said it really wasn't a girlfriend.
He had something before he went into the pods that he told he loved, and if this don't work out, we getting married after this. And when he got out, again, heartbroken because Chelsea chose some other country bumpkin, you know, that hopefully treated her right, but we kind of see how it went. It didn't work out, man. It didn't work out. He messaged
said that he was only gonna justify, like, give an explanation to Chelsea's baby.
He messaged her. He messaged her back and was like, "All right, I'm out. We doing this. We going to get married, spend the rest of our lives." Like, oh, Pumpkin. And yeah, I do appreciate that. You know, he looked completely stupefied when the lights was on, literally, and he didn't have nothing to say. But he's like, "Look, I know that I was toxic in my past. I know that this seemed super toxic while it was going on. And really, I feel like Chelsea's the only person I owe explanation. So if she ever wants that, that's who I'm willing
So why are you here then, sir? Because let me know.
We're going to get the tea at some point anyway. But then Nick Lachey went into a whole like disclaimer rant about, if you are here on this show because you want to be famous, this is not the right time. And I was like, he looked like, you know what I'm saying, if we see him on a WWE something or in a movie,
that's true.
A movie
that's
with
true.
John Cena or somebody in the next couple years, we know
Cena extra.
We know why. We know why. All right. So I don't have really much to say about Trevor, because he seems like a good guy, but he kind of played himself out this. And you can leave now.
But Chelsea did say, she said, I it was something about it.
Yeah.
Because somebody else was like, he keeps saying the perfect things.
Yeah.
But she's like, it was something that would not allow me to, like, commit to him. And I'm like,
my man's stuck in life.
You need to commit to therapy. That's the only thing you should be committed to.
Hopefully he will be stuck in therapy sometime. Yeah. Very, very soon. Like he said, he promised. Right? Awesome job to Trevor. I was hoping his time on that reunion would be a little bit better and cooler for him, but what can you do?
Mr. I know everything, perfect thing to say, he had nothing to say.
Get
off my stage.
Nothing at all. You know, I had something prepared, but next I have AD and Clay. Unless you want to talk about somebody else. Clay Tavius. Should we get right into?
Can we talk about how Clay Tavius posted the Michael Jackson audio that says it's not real. They made it all up.
We
talking about the white people, y'all trusting the white network in their editing. I'm like, sir, OK Body was not the white network. Okay,
are you ready for your new trash man?
The new trash man. Let's get it. The new trash man. All right. He not the full trash man, actually.
Why?
He took accountability.
He did. I give him so much. I'm sorry, black man. You know what I'm saying? You said the whole nice thing about Brett too. I'm sorry. Yes, he took accountability. Let's talk about his accountability.
We came ready to go in on Clay. I was ready to go in on Clay today, but I appreciate
Jas was standing on the couch, Tom Cruise style, like, where he at? He better not laugh at nobody else's joke. He better not say nothing. And Jas at the end was like, I wonder why Clay didn't want to talk to anybody. Because he knew a target. He knew a target was on his head. See, Jimmy was trying to lay low back in.
They was like, yeah, so Jimmy, he was like, I don't want that smoke.
Not saying nothing about that one, boy. Not saying nothing about that. Let's get into AD and Clay. We came in pretty strong on, trying to figure out what was going on.
Her outfit was bomb.
We know. Let's talk about AD's outfit. It was shining. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna comment any other things.
Thank you. She looked good.
She looked good.
Clay's synopsis is that he made a mistake and she's the love of his life.
He made a mistake.
And he would date her again 1,000%. And she said he played in her face. Yep. And he was like, no, that's not true. She said, then why we not married?
You knew you didn't want to get married.
Then why we not married?
But yeah, that was her. She deserved all that right there. She deserved that.
She was waiting to say that.
She deserved that moment right there. Absolutely. My man's voice was cracking the whole time. You know, see, you were right to call yourself an idiot in that last episode because you're damn right, sir. You're damn right. If, you know, you trusted in the Lord, if you didn't take all these things, I mean, in hindsight, again, this is like a year ago now.
Yes.
Right? Like in hindsight, I'm glad that he can see, like, yeah, I was in my own way. Like, every time I felt like I was getting off of the path, AD was the one that helped me bring myself back together. So I know that I'm stupid. I know I made a mistake. And, you know, she couldn't do anything but just get upset hearing that later. Like, he got her out here. Who knows what she doing? She out here dating Matthew at the crib.
Facts.
Like, what are we doing?
He making dry ass chicken and rice on day 2?
I know he was tight.
He was. You could tell he was like, what did I say? The first thing I said was, not Clay and his ego looking uncomfortable the whole time. That ego was sitting on his shoulder trying not to say nothing the whole time.
He did a good job. He's clearly grown. He said he's in therapy, like he said he would. So
yeah, he was like, he didn't do the process right. He disrespected her, and he's been going to therapy.
Yes, and
he gives her all the credit. They asked about like the Clay mom and dad combo, and he was like, you know, my family is working through pain, and he said that, like 80s mom said, I'm working on not wearing my parents' baggage.
Good job.
And the $1 million question we all wanted to know was, did his dad apologize?
Did we all want to know that?
I wanted to know.
I think so.
He said, no, we have banter, so he's apologized in his own way, but no actual apology. It's giving lack of accountability. I'm just saying.
Just a little
Dad
bit.
went right over Dad's head, and he don't care as a parent the burden that he's putting on his kids, which is selfish. That's just my opinion. But okay.
Yeah. Once again,
that's the real trash man.
The real villain.
The real villain of the season.
The real villain, bro. It was really scary to watch. I do wish the best for, you know, both of their families, and hope that, you know, Clay's dad finds the words to give his son some, you know, some peace of mind, and hopefully the one rumor that we didn't get into is if AD and Clay are actually still dating.
I heard something about it, but again, I avoided everything.
Yeah.
Until the reunion.
When they said, would you date him again? Again, obviously his answer was...
It seemed like she was saying no.
Yeah. His answer was 1,000%, but she got kind of like, I'll pass on that. So we don't really know. AD slick, so we don't know, you know what I'm saying, how that... She
could be, but I don't think so.
You know? I don't know. But yeah, the only other thing I have is that I think Clay admits that he never watched Love is Blind before that, so him, AD, and her mom sat down and watched, was it the previous season or the one before that? Season 4, I think he said.
Yeah, season 4 is the Seattle one with Brett and Tiffany.
With Brett and Tiffany, and he said that he realized that, I guess that was during the process, that, you know, that is what a husband looks like. Shout out to Brett. I did see some of that season with them.
I think that's also stupid.
Hey!
I think Brett was definitely husband material.
Yeah.
But Brett was also older.
Yes.
I feel like Brett was like, I want to say 35, 36. Like, him and Tiffany were a little older. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it's very... You had more years to develop to become that person that presents, that you can see as a husband. Anybody can be a husband. You can be anything you want. You just have to commit to being that. Right. Is the thing. So I think that looking at someone else and be like, oh, I don't look like them. But your story is not their story. Exactly. That's not realistic.
And Brett seemed like he was having a hard time. He's like, I didn't know I was going to have to even say nothing today. But he was humbled by the flattery of like, oh, you were looking to me and you felt you couldn't live up to that. Like, yo, that's a beautiful thing. But I also didn't know what the heck I was doing at that time, and still doubted myself, but trusted in the person that I was with. And that's what Clay's whole spiel was this whole time. So stupid, man.
I'm like,
Come
you
on.
just saying the thing. You can't just say things and not follow through with actions. And I really hope that AD holds him accountable and don't allow him to come on back in.
Yeah, stay away from the trash man, yo.
The trash man.
They might end up together.
The trash man's son.
Yeah, the trash man's son. Sorry, Clay. Well, last time. All right. Anything else about Amber Desiree?
You annoying.
And Clayton? No. I have a picture of Kenneth and Brittany here. They look nice also.
So basically all we got from them was their besties now. They talk every day.
They was sitting there like, oh, it's about time we had our... And they was talking. I was hearing Charlie Brown teacher the whole time. I wasn't even...
They really wasn't saying too much.
I was like, all right, time to go to the bathroom.
He was like, yeah, so I was really broken up about, when we broke up. And they made it seem like, like I didn't care. But that wasn't the case. Because I called Clay and I was breaking down. I was like, that is not who it sounded like you was talking to when you went upstairs and was like, all right, bro, I'm on the way.
I have nothing else to say about this.
Trash. Anyway.
I have nothing else to say about this. All right, let's get into how could we go without talking about the strongest couple, the only couple to make it out of this season. It was like Nick Lachey and Vanessa Lachey. Sorry for the mess up earlier. They were like, oh, it was so nice to have you two finally make it to the end. I was like, yo, that's crazy that they had all these people on the show and they the only ones to actually get married. But they look good. She looks spicy.
Mm-hmm. She looked like Jessica Rabbit.
Amy and John, do you have anything to say about them aside from I'm glad we got it cleared up that Johnny had no idea what birth control even was going into this.
Say that.
I mean, pretty much.
She said she had to educate him.
Yeah.
He said he didn't have deep knowledge of it.
No, he didn't have any knowledge.
And the effects.
Because everybody was like, oh, why he never heard about condoms? Shout out to whoever asked that question also.
We don't say condominiums. We won't say condoms. We say condominiums. This is clean YouTube here. Okay.
Excuse me.
He don't know about condominiums,
Did he not? They came to an agreement. That's what matters. I feel like.
Yeah, I like that they addressed it but didn't disclose anything.
Yeah.
That's the life I'm trying to live. Yeah. I wrote the freaking cutest. Their pictures and they went to Paris, all that stuff. It was so cute.
Beautiful couple.
I loved it.
Beautiful.
Apparently they haven't had any arguments, only disagreements. And
Somehow.
I was like, I like that verbiage. And I'm like, you can have a disagreement, but an argument, is a whole different thing. So at least they can talk and communicate well. And I love that they did their little awkward family JCPenney photo shoot. We gotta do that.
What are we dressing up as though?
I don't know. We gotta get the 90s high rise. We should dress up as the Rock in that. The Rock with the turtleneck.
Oh God. With fanny packs?
Yep.
Niles and Karina, look out.
What's up?
Just look out. Right? Anything else about Amy and Johnny and how amazing it was? It's so sad that, they're the only couple that made it. We don't really have nothing to say about them. They just sat there and looked pretty the whole episode.
Yeah. Johnny did vouch for somebody, though. They were like, Johnny knew. Oh, Trevor. Trevor was like, Johnny knew I was so messed up before.
Yeah, y'all trust Johnny, right? Yo?
Y'all trust Johnny.
He's like, nah, he was crying like a big old
yeah,
baby. Really. He did. He was broken. It's like, I'm sorry I had to be the one to jump in here and say that. I don't have anything else about them. Only last couple that we didn't talk about gave us the most drama this season, I feel like. And we didn't really get much from them either. Do you feel like we saw enough of Jimmy and Chelsea this episode?
I feel like we saw Jimmy and Jess.
Yeah, I'm just glad we didn't have to see her cry.
I was like, this is so awkward that they're having a full conversation about their relationship and Chelsea just sitting in the middle like...
I'm so happy she didn't cry though. I'm happy.
Thank God.
Jimmy turned red a couple times.
I think they're really done with each other, and that's why there's no crying.
Thank goodness. We see Chelsea as such a strong, independent woman. I was like, because we only seen her cry, so I
That don't mean you're not a strong, independent woman.
Not to say that she's not. Not to say that she's not. But to see what the women know her as because they interact with her on a friend level. We've only watched her on TV. She's been a baby the whole time, it seems like.
You always say people are baby. I better not ever see you. You better not drop one tear the rest of this year. Because you're going to be a baby automatically. Every time somebody cries and say they're baby.
I cried a few times
Why can't she express her feelings?
No, expressing your feelings is totally fine. I need a good cry. Can't wait to let my feelings out eventually. Yeah. But, yeah, that's all we've seen her do for the most part. So it was nice to see her, smiling. Can't really say happy. We don't know what her life is. Did we find out if she was dating? They didn't ask her that question.
We don't care.
We don't know. I care a little bit since we invested this much time into her. But I hope her and Jimmy and Jimmy's girlfriend.
I like how we breezed over to Megan Fox.
And Jess. I hope they're all doing fine. How did she own up to saying that she looked like Megan Fox or?
No, she was just saying, I just, that one slip up. I just wish I never, said that.
Who should she have said if not Megan Fox?
Jimmy's sister. I don't know.
That's crazy.
Who did I say? I said somebody.
That's crazy. Who does she look like? Let us know in the comments who you think.
And don't say Adele. She don't look like Adele. Somebody was saying she looked like Adele. I'm like, I don't see that. Y'all be saying anybody look alike. I swear.
The only other thing that we got that was really juicy out of them, again, they had that little moment with Trevor. Jimmy had some words for Jeremy again for saying, "Yo, don't use me as a," you know what I'm saying? You thinking that I look like the bad guy because I broke up with one girl for another girl, and you doing the same thing out here. So don't. I know how you feel about my relationship now, and I know how you feel about me. So it got a little slick for a hot second, but then we got into Jessica, who teared up about her wonderful daughter Autumn.
But she also I thought it was interesting when they said, "Oh yeah, so are you and Jimmy cool? I know you and Chelsea are close." And she was like, "I thought we was cool." I was like, "Ooh, she about to say something."
And then what happened?
Till you did that interview,
and then what
where
happened?
you said that I left after 10 minutes, and she was like, "We were in there for hours." And she was like, "Can somebody please roll the tape?" I love how they rolled the tape, added the total time. It was 2 hours and 13 minutes. And then nobody else said anything else about this. I was like, so we're not going to say nothing about Jimmy going on this interview and just lying, saying it was 10 minutes. How do you mistake 10 minutes for 2 hours? I'm just curious.
That was a long time.
Hyperbole.
That was a long time, sir. I didn't get the point of showing that whole thing, but I guess the whole point was just that Jimmy lied.
Yes. Yeah. That's what she was like, show the receipts. This was a receipts.
They had a lot of receipts.
Thank you.
Lots of receipts. Is Jessica out in the world doing things?
She's going to be on The Perfect Match. I didn't like that show, honestly. That's the one that Shane was on, and he was crazy.
Shane was a crazy dude. Yeah. I feel like I might have watched some of that.
I just saw a picture of Shane recently. He looks like a LA homie now.
Yes.
I was like, that doesn't even look like him.
Yes.
But he already had the homie look a little bit.
Hey.
Yeah, he looked scary, honestly.
Anything about Jessica, Jimmy, Chelsea, or anybody on this show that you would like to discuss, my love?
Nope.
Anything else?
I feel like I just want to say this was probably the best reunion.
Yes.
The tea was juicy. They was getting to it. It probably could have been a little bit shorter, but also shout out to Netflix for getting the live streaming thing correct. Well, it wasn't live streaming, but for your app actually playing when it's supposed to play.
Yes, the timing.
So congrats to you.
The timing of the drop was on point. We didn't have to wait around as long, even though we tuned in and thought it was just up that day, but it was at a specific time.
Yeah,
it worked out.
Shout out to it actually working on time. I'm just saying, because Netflix app been crashing like crazy, so y'all need to investigate.
There you go. Congratulations to all the couples that somehow are still together. Any couples that just magically ended up together after the show for some reason. There was a couple pregnant people on the show. Congratulations to y'all and your new families and babies and stuff as well. Anything else, my love?
No.
All right. That brings us to the end of our time here for Love is Blind Season 6. If you are watching the show, you think you enjoyed us so much that you want us to cover it or something like that, drop it in the comments. Let us know how you feeling about these shows. Married at First Sight is almost over. Hopefully we're getting more Catfish or something soon. But we definitely are going to need some stuff to watch and some stuff to talk about as well. So if you are enjoying some stuff that you want us to talk about, let us know. Please make sure you take the time to
like, comment, and subscribe.
Of course. We appreciate y'all. And just because we did the whole season, we had our good times, we had our bad times.
What show you looking forward to coming back, man?
This is weird, but Physical 100 is coming back. I thought that was...
No, The Circle is the show I'm looking forward to coming back.
There we go. And we usually cover The Circle also. We usually cover The Circle too. So hopefully we'll get that. I just wanted to, because we didn't get to see, exactly what we wanted. I wanted to finish out with some, Black Love. Who's that wonderful couple back there? We got to finish out with some Black Love, baby. I love it. That is everything we have for you here on another wonderful season of Love is Blind and here on The Jasmyne Show. Peace, y'all. See y'all next time. Yay!
Jasmyne and Vince.
The Jasmyne Show.
The Jasmyne